So I know everyone's had their fair share of bad roommates. You know, living with people can be challenging. Everyone has different personalities, different quirks, different things that make them clash. We've all been there. Just from different things like she stole my makeup, he's eating my food, they leave messes everywhere, no one cleans up after themselves. They all suck. Definitely serious issues, but I have to say, out of all my experience with living with different people, the roommates I have now are the roommates from hell. And here are just some fun tidbits for you of some of the things that they do. They have done basically everything that I've mentioned before. Don't think they've stolen my makeup though, that would be creepy because I live with two guys. But they've got a few more issues that are a little bit more serious than that. When they first moved in, I should have taken it as a hint that it probably wasn't going to work out because neither of them had the money for rent. And I figured, okay, moving can be kind of expensive, I'll let it go. Maybe you're just waiting for a paycheck to come in like 2 days. It's kind of turned into a cycle of, oh hey, I don't have the rent money on time. Again, for the third month, every single time. October was the first month that they ever paid the bills on time. And it's only because I harassed them for like 3 weeks to get the money to me on time. It's due on the 1st, so it's not like it's some challenging, weird date to remember. And it's the same amount every single time. And I never seem to get the right amount, which also makes me wonder if they can do math. About a month or two ago, they decided to get a cat, which I would be fine with. I have nothing against cats. But the cat shits all over the house. It's disgusting. I don't even know if we have a litter box because there's cat poop everywhere. The cat also doesn't like to be alone. It's got this weird separation anxiety problem, which I've never noticed with cats before. And the thing cries all day long. If they're not home, the cat cries. And they've now sort of moved the cat outside. Now the cat cries outside my balcony all day long. They've also decided to turn it into a family farm and have gotten 2 ferrets. And I don't know much about ferrets except for the fact that they stink. The whole house smells like piss and ferret smell. I can't go downstairs anymore because you need a hazmat suit to even breathe down there because it's so foul. My roommates also, when they moved in, we didn't really have much furniture, so one of them brought their couches. And apparently the couch has termites. You would think, couch has termites, maybe we should get rid of it. It's still sitting in the living room. The whole house is gonna be infested with termites. I'm waiting for the day that I fall through the floor into the downstairs because the termites have eaten away all the support beams in this house. When they moved in, we agreed that I would get the master bedroom and the 2 of them would share a room together. And in exchange for that, I wouldn't be able to park in the garage. I like my own space. Sharing a room with a guy is weird. I've done it before. Definitely don't recommend it unless the 2 of you are dating, because otherwise you can walk in on some really awkward situations. Part of the agreement was that I would still get to park in the driveway. This is how my roommate parks in the driveway though, with his second car. So I realize it's kind of difficult to see. Clearly you can see how my roommate decides to park his car in the driveway. There's absolutely no reason to be taking up the whole driveway, let alone this mess that is the garage. My roommate parks diagonally, and when he's not parked diagonally, his girlfriend parks in the driveway. She doesn't even live here, and she screams whenever the 2 of them are around each other because he's poking her or tickling her or doing some weird, I don't even know, but it's irritating. Like, respect the other people that live in the house, especially when you don't live here. My other roommate decided to get a motorcycle, which is fine, but it's randomly ended up in the kitchen. I don't really understand what a motorcycle is doing in the kitchen. I mean, it's not like you can cook with it. Why do you have a motorcycle in the kitchen? I think the thing that sort of tops everything off though, the icing on the cake, was a few months ago when I had a little dog and my roommates killed her. I realized it was an accident, wasn't anything that they did intentionally. They left antifreeze out in the garage, but they left it in an open container on the floor, easily accessible for any small animal or small human to get into. Granted, there's no babies running around our house, but if there were, it probably would have killed the baby too. And the three of us would be in jail. So I asked them very politely if they would pay for the vet bills, because I felt that they were responsible, because I've had pets before. I've grown up with dogs. My old roommates had dogs, and I've never had an issue with a dog getting into antifreeze because I haven't lived with morons who leave it on the floor. Now, I got the vet bills, I got the medical records, I got a letter specifically from the vet saying that that's what had killed her, and they conveniently just decided to ignore everything that I'd left for them, and from that point on decided to stop talking to me altogether. Well, if you're not going to do it by me being polite, I'll take you to court. So I filled out all the court papers, and basically they came back with, we're not gonna pay, we never were going to pay, you can fuck yourself, it's not our fault. So that's been fun. So basically, unless you live with meth addicts or drug dealers, I probably have a worse living situation than you. If you have any fun stories though, definitely leave those in the comments below. I'd love to hear your experiences and have somebody to commiserate with. Also subscribe, and I'll be able to show you guys some more about my life and share some stories with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon. So these are the ferrets that they have. I wish you could see how bad it smells. It's disgusting.